Doesn't it make sense that if you are a foreigner who donates an organ to be transplanted into the body of a United States citizen, that you should become eligible to become a U.S. citizen yourself as a reward for your great sacrifice? After all, a part of your own body would now be residing in the United States, keeping one of our current citizens alive. When that American uses your transplanted right kidney to filter a diet soda or relies on your left lung to breathe in the intoxicating aroma off of a California beach, it's as if you were right there beside him or her on the journey to wellness. At least one member of the U.S. Congress agrees with this idea. Representative Edwin Milliken from Alabama recently introduced House Bill 90210, the Organ Donor Citizen Act. If this bill passes the House and Senate and the President signs it, foreigners will automatically be granted U.S. citizenship as soon as they donate an organ to an American citizen. These organ donors will enjoy dual citizenship going forward. And if the operation is unsuccessful, such as if the patient rejects the transplant or dies during the procedure, they will still become a citizen, since these unfortunate outcomes are out of the donor's control. So, if you are an accountant from Switzerland and the International Organ Donor Database matches you with a desperate patient in the United States who needs a kidney, our government wants to reward you by making you an American citizen today. Of course, you will remain a Swiss citizen too under dual citizenship regulations. Before the dawn of the modern healthcare system and the transplant network, if one of your organs stopped working because of disease or injury, doctors sometimes could still save your life with mechanical devices. Dialysis machines filter blood for people with ruined kidneys, and iron lung machines helped polio victims continue breathing when their lungs failed. Now, doctors routinely perform lung transplants, liver transplants, kidney transplants, and even cornea transplants from individuals who donated their eyeballs. More people are able to survive and live longer, more productive lives thanks to medical innovations such as bionic parts to replace failing organs. For example, many citizens have swapped out their brain for a smartphone filled with social media outrage programming, but scientists do not yet have the ability to replace every single body part with a mechanical substitute. That's why Representative Milliken introduced the new Organ Donor Citizen Act. Compassionate people around the country are considering this legislation favorably because they recognize that they may need a new organ at any time without warning. Indeed, has organ donation touched someone in your life? If none of your friends, relatives, or coworkers have received an organ transplant, you may still be acquainted with someone who has had this life-changing procedure. A famous celebrity. Singer Selena Gomez needed a kidney transplant after an emergency following her diagnosis with lupus, an autoimmune disease. Her friend Frances Raisa donated a kidney to keep Gomez alive. Lucy Davis, from the UK version of The Office TV series, needed a kidney transplant which she received from her mother in 1995. After kidney disease, comedian George Lopez received a kidney transplant from his wife Anne in 2005. And 2 kidneys replaced the failing organs of Modern Family star Sarah Hyland. Her brother Ian donated one of the needed kidneys. Larry Hagman, star of I Dream of Jeannie and Dallas, got a liver transplant in 1985 after his liver failed because of cirrhosis. A person does not need to die in order to help with a liver transplant. People can donate a part of their liver while still alive because this organ is capable of regeneration. What the Congressional Health Subcommittee still needs to determine is whether people people who donate blood, sperm, or eggs will also be eligible for dual citizenship. While such contributions are not at the complex level of a full organ transplant, they do help make life possible too. And recent events from the war Russia launched against Ukraine are raising new questions about organ donor citizenship. News reports showed Russian men of draft age had been searching on Google about how to break their arms so they could avoid being drafted to fight in the Ukraine war. These Russian pacifists were actually trying to kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. If possible, they planned to donate a tendon from their arm to an American professional athlete who had been sidelined due to a debilitating injury, so they could get a passport and leave Russia safely, thanks to the possible protection of dual citizenship. Unfortunately for them and the many wounded athletes in need of fresh tendons, there was no organ donor citizen bill under consideration in the U.S. House of Representatives at the time of the Ukraine invasion. If you or a loved one have received an organ transplant, do you support the idea of organ donors receiving dual U.S. citizenship as a reward for their sacrifice? Please let us know in the comments section.